Oh, actually, tonight I don't roll for it because we have a new one. We now are rolling a 502. Because Dented Pockets added the question, what is your favorite color? So that's the question we're going to ask tonight. While you ruminate on that question, we'd like to get a recap. So for a third hero point and a third hero card, would anybody like to sum up what happened last week? Also, I am Mr. V donated a he donated a fanspo, but he only he made a request that it be a special fanspo for anyone that is dealing with will-o-wisps or rabbits.
It's oddly specific.
Yeah, so we're gonna try to make that work for him. Don't add it to the fanspo bot. It'll be a special boon on the side. It'll be I am Mr. V boon that I will add myself. Okay. So if anybody wants to give me that recap, go ahead and roll a d20 into chat. I'll really appreciate it because I kind of remember what happened last week, sort of.
Still loading.
Still loading? Damn. Okay. You want me to roll for you? Would that be all right? I have your consent to roll.
That wasn't me volunteering.
That was you volunteering?
That wasn't me volunteering.
Oh man. Okay.
Is no one else?
I guess not. Everyone's like got zero energy.
Oh!
We got a roll from Bella. Bella beat the 6 that you rolled, Walter. So, Bella, you won the roll. Tell us what happened last time.
Okay. Last week we completed our adventures in ancient Rome, where we sought to complete the timeline and bring about the undoing of Caesar. We started our adventure confronting the Oracle, who had prophesied his death. We got some information about her, about the unruly weave of fate that draws us onward. And then we got to kind of bear witness to the second date of Vashon and Gericus Maximus. Vashon did a phenomenal job of keeping her distracted so that we could hatch our scheme. He kept her busy on a romantic boat ride in the waterways of Rome, and then the following day, the Ides of March, we engaged our plan, where we arrived at Caesar's party in the guise of entertainers, and we put on a quick show to stay in proximity to him, so that way our bomb signal scrambler wouldn't go off when Gericus tried to detonate it. But that did cause them to then come flying across Rome in their Iron Man suit of armor to crash the party and see why their Pyronite charges did not detonate. In a scramble of chaos, as our Brutus and company undid Caesar, we fled the scene, trying to get away from Gericus because we were terrified of them, because they're so strong. And we, in the midst of that, had to use our heist tokens in order to save our B-team member Vashon, getting him across Rome in time to get out through the portal. But in doing so, we also scooped up Brutus, who I've taken quite the shine to. He's quite the attentive person, and I really enjoy his company, you could say. So at that point, we re-entered the portal room, and with all of the Harrow cards complete, the doorway to the Harrow Court opened. At that point, the Void Dragon showed up, and we did not stick around long. We hurried our way through, and we met 3 figures there. I think it was the half-wife, the Fortress and the Cricket. I forget exactly what the cards were, but you know, the welcoming committee to the Harrow Court, and then we were ushered into a space where we were told that we could use cards to kind of bring into existence new places and create new boons using our collection of cards. So we haven't really begun to explore that yet, but that's kind of where we're headed. Full stop.
Fantastic, thorough recap. Thank you so much. Take your third hero point, your third hero card. Draw. Ugh, sorry, I'm just inhaling my dinner. All right. Would anybody like, for a Factspiration die a D3 that you could add to any D20 roll, like to answer, quite possibly, the hardest question that has ever been proposed in any of our Factspirations over the last 6 years? What is your favorite color? If you are interested in answering that question, go ahead and roll D20 into chat. You can also ask your a willing PC or any NPC you've met in the game. They must also answer the question. Unable to load image of your die? What is happening to Foundry right now?
I have no idea.
I can't get into the Foundry.
Yeah, it took everybody a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're
I
just
trust
gonna
you. I'll hold.
theater of the mind it for now. Okay, it's also rolling like 100 dice for when you click the button to roll dice. Because I don't think Stack meant to roll 5 dice, but
Like, I clicked once, but okay.
all right.
Refresh.
Well, we needed a second one because you and Walter have to do a roll off. So Walter, give me another D20 roll.
No, I can't even see anything. I need to reload.
Oh wow. Okay. I will do it too. Hopefully, I don't have some like conflicting mods going on that are. Oh no! This game is private, and you must log in to access it. That's news to me. All right.
They forgot
Hold
to
on.
tell you.
Oh, Foundry / The-Forge. You guys. You silly geese. Okay. They did let me log back in, which is always a blessing. Alright, now can I log back into the game? Let's find out. Wow, it's screaming through the downloading world data now. Screaming infinitely into the void. Looks good. Yep. Oh! Okay. I'm almost back in. Hopefully other people are. I'm not trying to, like, humble brag on you guys that I got back in.
Oh, I got in already.
Oh,
I am bragging.
hell yeah.
I'll see
You
in
wanna
5 years.
you wanna roll and try to beat these 2 6s to answer the
dude.
hardest question ever?
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I
Well-
got a 4.
You didn't. All right. So Walter, give me that tiebreaker against Stack. You're trying to beat a 13.
Haven't gone through yet.
Oh my god, I'm gonna roll for you. I want to actually play some Pathfinder tonight. All right, you got a 9. Stack. Finally, tell us what's your favorite color.
Stack's favorite color is probably like a very dark red, like
Alright.
maroon or scarlet, I guess.
Ooh, like the color I painted my office wall. Dried blood.
Hmm.
Good stuff. All right. Like your scarf, but like darker. Like your scarf
Yeah,
was that
yeah.
color, but then it got bleached by
Fade.
the desert sun. Oh, hell yeah, dude. All right. You may ask the same question of any willing PC or any NPC you've met during adventure to get a lesser boon. Also, your fanspo bot got filled up. Looks like it's at 9 out of 20 right now. That's incredible. It's incredible.
It's an NPC. What's Woodchop's favorite color? Actually, no, I know Woodchop's favorite color is probably green. I don't even ask him. What's Jericho's favorite color? It's probably red.
Jericho, you willing to answer for a lesser boon?
All right. Well, he just answered for me, so I feel like that's a little unfair. You know?
Well, it's just it's all red. It's not a particular shade of red.
I guess if she had to pick, it would be the exact color of blood from a stab wound. of
Okay,
someone who
fresh
is
blood.
freshly stabbed. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right, that's one of my favorite Crayola crayons. Fresh stab wound. So
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Go ahead and give you this lesser boon. Go ahead and give Stack this greater boon. All right. And when we left off, you guys had walked into the war room, and the great library war room kind of situation, and you saw two people from your past. Henry, the Unstoppable, who apparently is quite stoppable, and that's why Jericho abandoned him on the streets of Absalom. And then Loveless, the BBEG of the previous campaign. So I guess I should take you over to that map, and we should resolve this situation. So hold on just a sec. We need music. There's no music better than this music, but I gotta find some other music. Let's see. We'll just go with the classic. We'll do a tense negotiation. That's such good music. Okay. Or
So you're telling me this
80% of conversations you would have in Barovia. Yeah. All right. Okay.
Oh, I thought the big robot guy was Henry. No, you said
Big robot?
No, the really big one.
What really big one?
No, the golem guy.
Oh, that's the keep.
Yeah. I thought for some reason I thought he was Henry, but
Oh, no. All right, so you see Angelique Lovelace, your nemesis, question mark, from the previous campaign, question mark. She's smoking a cigarette, leaning on the railing of this raised platform. Behind her, there is what looks like a screen, and you can see behind the screen a massive probing eye inside another eye, and the three eyes that are one are eagerly peeking in and looking around. When the eyes catch sight of you, you being all of you, and each of you individually, you feel seen. You know that it knows you and that it sees you. Stack, you hear Thorn stop breathing, and quickly looking back at him, you see that he is staring at Lovelace like a man who has seen a ghost.
oh, like do we have to like shout to talk to her? Or is she like how?
No, the acoustics in this room are really good. The acoustics in this room are really good. But it is a pretty huge room.
Are we fighting?
Walter walks up,
Oh.
draws his gun, points it at Loveless, marks it as hard prey.
Okay.
Oh, you know her?
Ooh, nice call. Do you know her, Walter, or is this just the vibe you get from this woman?
Don't know who the fuck you are. Do know a killer when I see one. And something that also tells me I shouldn't trust you.
Okay. She raises an eyebrow above her glowing red eye. As an elf, she has those completely solid colored eyes, but they are two different colors. I wonder what that could mean. One is red and one is green because she loves Christmas. Both her eyes narrow, and she gets a grim smile on her face. And she says, guilty as charged. But I don't plan on doing any killing right now. I thought maybe we could do some talking instead.
Narrows eyes. Of all times, why now? Aren't you part of your description? Philomena, this is Loveless, correct?
Philomena nods and says, yeah, that's her.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. Had a vibe.
Jack looks around and says, oh man, the room's really big. Oh, this is gonna make, hold on a second. And he says, he's a keep. The room's kind of big, man. Like, this is normal sized people. And you just hear the walls kind of rumble. He's like, I'm not saying it's a bad room. I'm just kind of big, man. All right, hold on. Okay.
Oh
You-
God.
You feel the room shrink all around you, or you feel yourselves grow. Alice in Wonderland shit. Woodshop says, "Oh my God, I'm huge now." And Jack yells, "Thanks, buddy."
Giant wood chops.
You made a lot of people's lives hell. So what are you doing here?
Well, that's a great question. I don't know if you would know, but you seem to know a lot more than I thought you would know, given that you're not the vulture that... none of this really makes a lot of sense, does it? I was working with a man named Ebrium. The Nexian glass wizard.
Yes, I was
fucker.
informed.
Yeah. Well, like any Nexian, he had his own machinations, his own motivations, you might say. He brought me in on this little project of his that sort of fell into his lap after he fled Alkenstar when the revolution failed miserably. I needed a place to lay low, so I accompanied him back to his realm in Nex. Anyways, the work that he was doing with me down in Alkenstar was just a way for him to pass the time till he heard back from his other friends. Basically, there's a woman named Raven Nicoletta. She's obsessed with fate, destiny, and these fucking Harrow cards.
From what we heard, you're part of that group. Are you not?
Yeah. No. I got in all right. Ebrium put in a good word for me. I don't know why, since I cocked up my plans so royally by letting you assholes live. Now I understand that there's nothing I could have done to get rid of you. You're apparently chosen by fate. How do you compete with that? Still, I went along with it. I was curious, especially because I have a bit of a connection, you might say, to the occult, to these fucking cards. I was curious, and Raven is a hard woman to say no to. There's something supernatural about her, otherworldly. Her beauty, her grace, her confidence, it takes you in, it disarms you. I listened as she vomited out her manifesto. I watched the greed in Ebrium's eyes, and then they brought in some real chuckle fucks. Some big white demon-looking thing. Zevexis, something like that. Shattering Maw, he calls himself. And then,
Droxelos.
excuse me?
Droxelos.
Are you all right? You need...
Sorry, is that me? My voice being a little weird? Droxelos.
She has no idea who Droxelus is. She's
Hmm.
maybe that's what you calling him, but then there's this creepy ass wolf demon, Prince of Wolves. Anyways, I was given a card, allegedly a card that chose me. And then I was tasked with finding more cards. I was tasked with hunting you all down and making sure you didn't get no cards. I was stunned to find out that there were different versions of us in different worlds. All of that was a lot to take in. It was
So what are you doing here? If you're meant to hunt us down, are we gonna fight?
I'm done hunting you down. I know what I need to do.
Which
I know-
is
I need to help you. Because in helping you, I'll be helping myself. To the greatest prize a woman could ever want, never find. Revenge.
against who?
Let's just say that Raven ain't who she says she is.
Oh, was she one of your ex-wives? I know you have like 5 of them.
She chuckles and says, nah. Good thing, too, because, well, turns out she's my sister.
Oh. Yeah, yeah.
Now, I'm not the first person that's fallen head over heels for a long-lost sibling, but lucky for me, I didn't act on it. Still a bit embarrassed about it. But yeah, it turns out that she and I share the same hag mother. That hag is long dead, or so I thought. But this girl, this woman, this creature, Raven Nicoletta, it's like my mother never died. She's such a cruel, heartless creature, just full of malice, contempt. I won't allow something like that to control fate. So, I cashed out, took my cards, and I walked away from the table. Fortunately, the last batch of you lot that I killed was blubbering and begging for their lives. Well, alright. Only one of you was, and I won't say who it was to spare your feelings, but they let slip the Harrow Court. The Harrow Court, the Harrow Court. It's been eating me up. What the fuck is the Harrow Court? Well, not but 10-15 minutes ago, I was staring at my cards, thinking about the Harrow Court, wondering what the fuck it meant, wondering how the fuck to get away from Raven Nicoletta, how to find a way to stop her. Next thing I know, that card turns into a big ass doorway. I walk through and here I am. There was a big fine ass woman, a stone dude, and a little cricket. They said they'd been expecting me.
Okay, this is me laughing. Walter would like to roll a sense motive on all the stuff that she has just said, but he's also gonna just look at Jack and be like, you mean we could have just fucking thought of this place and came here?
Okay, give me the sense motive
Okay,
first.
here's the
anyone
first sense
anyone
motive.
else that wants the sense motive can.
I'm gonna spend a point to roll with advantage.
Okay. As hard as this is to believe, Walter, she is telling the truth, and not only is she telling the truth, she is terrified. Whoever this Raven Nicoletta woman is, which apparently is her sister, she is incredibly dangerous and incredibly evil. Evil enough that Angelique Lovelace is terrified at the thought of the retribution that might be delivered on her. Stack, she is telling the truth. When you say that, Jack looks over at you and says, she cheated, okay? So we had to fix the bridge, okay? So it's just timing, guys. Like, yeah, we could have looked at the cards and made a portal ourselves, but you know, walking up the bridge, it had like more like symbolism to it, you know what I mean? Like we fixed the bridge, we built the bridge, we might as well walk on the bridge. If you want to know how to teleport with the cards, I'll show you how to teleport with the cards. It's in the player's guide. Do you not have the player's guide? Oh, that's right.
There's a player's guide?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
we're
sorry.
gonna have a long talk.
Well, no, I mean, listen, how did I know I could have trusted you with the player's guide? Okay. How do I know? Where's that player's guide at?
Player's guide. Is it like a map?
Well, sort of. It's like instructions. Well, I couldn't really give it to you before we got here. It's instructions on how to use the Harrow Court, you know? Maybe I should just give it to you, you know, when... Oh, I guess we are already here, aren't we? Okay, hold
Yeah,
on.
like a Cliff Notes version of it, or a
Yeah.
brochure?
Oh, don't worry. It's bulleted. It's
Oh,
bulleted.
great.
Yeah. Okay. So he we'll post it into chat. Okay. I'll pin it there, and then I'll send it to you guys on Discord. Let's see. All right. I will also give you access to this new ability that you have. It is called Enter the Harrow Court, all capital letters. You guys are now owners of it. You can find it on the items tab.
Oh boy.
Enter the Harrow Courts. This is a concentrate, exploration, manipulate, occult, teleportation action. It costs 3 Pac-Mans to start, but yet it takes a whole minute to finish. So I guess it's kind of a ritual, but you don't actually have to succeed at anything. The trigger is you possess at least 1 card from the deck of destiny that you have invested. You spend 1 minute focusing on the card as if peering through a window into another place rather than merely looking at an illustration. After 1 minute, a stationary portal manifests in the air before you, its edges flickering like the rapid riffling of a thick deck of cards. You choose which creatures can pass through. Passing through transport you directly to the Harrow Court, arriving in the Harrow Heart, the fortress at the center of the demiplane. The portal remains for up to 1 minute or until you take an envision action to close it. It is a one-way restriction. You can only use this activity to enter the Harrow Court. Portals cannot be created from within the Harrow Court to return to the material plane or any other location. Leaving the Harrow Court must be done through the portal room. Departure must be by the GM's narrative means or specific quest objectives.
So we can teleport back?
Jack says, well, yeah, you can like parachute, you know, like, oh, this is terrible, but I don't know when you're ever in a problem that you have one, you know, that's so bad that you have a whole minute to look at a card. But if you did, you could get back here, and that's what happened. We fixed the bridge, and then she cheated, and I don't know how you knew how to do that, but the fact that she was able to means that fate meant for her to be here.
So we're not killing her?
I mean, you could. She's
I
got
still wanted
cards.
Yeah,
still
Stack will
deciding.
lean over to Thorn. Like, what do you think?
Thorn says,
what?
if you kill her, you're killing me.
Yeah, no, it's they got business. So, and Walter, what? Do you know her? Do you have a Loveless back at home?
That's a good question. Do you have a Loveless in your timeline that has caused you grief? Does she remind you of somebody from your 42-page backstory?
Not specifically a Loveless. There's probably parts of her personality. However, the 6 months that he spent with Philomena, getting the lowdown of everything.
I got you.
And probably also learning of, oh, she made the other Walter's life hell. Or at least was one of the people who did so.
Fair enough.
I just remember letting you live after you fell out of the airship. So, well, not you, Walter. Loveless.
Loveless looks at you and says, I don't know if that happened to me or not, but if it did, I appreciate it. She looks over. She looks from you to Thorn, and then she nods at Thorn, and then Thorn nods back at her, and she says, "I'm sorry for how things turned out, Thorn. It was never my intention to throw you away." And you hear his teeth kind of grind a little bit, and he says, yeah, well, anything in the line of duty, I guess.
Right. I find that a bit, well, I don't actually believe it.
Yeah,
Crooked
I don't know if I trust you much, lady. I don't know you too well. Remember you were kind of a bitch, though.
I trust this Jericho more than I trust you, which is saying something.
Take that.
Jerry, isn't that your golem?
Oh, it's Henry! Henry, hey! Oh wait, hang on, I'm evil jerk.
What-
1 second. Sorry.
When you acknowledge Henry, he turns his back to you, and he just stares out the window.
That's okay. I didn't like that guy anyway.
Okay. Jack looks to you, Bella, and says, what do you make of this, Bella?
She's here for a reason. I would say that we probably have to work with her.
Well, she's not supposed to be able to get in if she has ill intent towards fate. Like, that's the whole thing. Like, the keep would keep her out. That's like his whole thing. Like, you have to destroy the keep to get past him.
Does that mean keep let her in?
I'm assuming. We're in the keep right now.
I would assume that means she belongs here then.
But now there's tension. This was supposed to be a happy homecoming, and now there's like dramatic music playing. Everyone's upset.
Guys, let's not get caught up on who killed who. This is a happy occasion.
Is it?
Also, where's the lady doing the squishing? You know, she, you know, the big buoy lady.
Loveless looks at you and he says, "That big lady does squishing."
Yeah, she puts you together with the other ones, so you.
Oh, like an orgy.
No, not like an orgy. She's supposed to be able so you remember the other things, the other versions of you did. I thought.
Jack says, "Listen, everybody, take a seat. Come on, take a seat. You too, miss. Go ahead, take a seat. Everybody, Henry, get on down there. Get on down there." Henry looks at him, and you just hear like diesel fuel like chugging And then Jack says, "Hey, man, this ain't your Jericho. Okay? She didn't mean nothing by it. Go on. Go on."
Dang, who put you together? That's shoddy work. That's miserable. Look at that. The stitching, not even the same color. Ugly ass golems. I say.
You made them, I thought.
No, I didn't make shit. I wouldn't do that. I don't waste my time on that.
Mm-hmm. So I guess evil Jericho, less creative or something.
Oh, no, I wouldn't have given him a hammer for a hand. I would have given him like a shotgun or something. That would have been cool. Or like one of your hands, the magic ones.
Oh.
Like I take your arm, put it on him. That would be pretty cool.
We lose Crash?
No, I'm here. I'm looking for something.
Ah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so once you're all seated, Jack points to this big eyeball here, and he says, hold on, let me put on some tutorial music. Hold on.
Sick.
Helps with the learning. Hey, Keep, can you, buddy, can you, no? Right. Okay, all right, that works. Thanks, buddy. Okay, behind me you can see 3 eyeballs infinitely inside each other. Those are the eyes of fate.
They're deeply unsettling.
Well, she's always watching.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Question there,
You
Stack?
said she.
Yeah. I mean, fate is 3 women.
Oh.
Isn't it always that? You know. So there's 3 women. They are separate, but also one entity. They represent fate, and they're always watching. What they don't realize is that they aren't watching us right now. See? Look, they don't. You think that they can see you, and that's because they can, but they can't see. Like what I'm trying to say is, they're not seeing you through here. They're seeing you because they could see the threads of fate. This screen, it basically borrows the power of fate, lets us look into the tapestry of fate, find the broken timelines, find the missing cards, fix and recover them. And he puts his fist up in there and he shakes it as the music, increases in its pitch. So that's what the big eyeballs are. I figured you probably want to know about that before we moved on to the next part. Now, if everybody could open their copy of the player's guide that I have provided. Okay. So you're all aware now that you can teleport here from anywhere, whenever you need to. This is your new home, base of operations. Pretty cool. So, the Harrow Court, a realm born from the deck of destiny! So basically what happened, you see, is when the deck was broken, and scattered, there was a desire to be reunited, to be rebuilt, to be reconnected. That desire is the Harrow Court. It's a demi-plane built by us, the cards, and our desire to see the deck reunited, to be restored. It's kind of neat, actually. So it's sort of in the middle of everything, but also behind everything, and it draws to it the essence of each of the 54 cards. As you claim the cards and bring them back here, you can grow this realm into something greater than it is. Bigger, stronger, faster, smarter, all that stuff. So, everybody has cards, and those cards can be manifested.
What?
What? Huh? Hello?
Sorry.
Oh, no worries. So basically, turn out your pockets, see what cards you got. I think you guys have collected like 15, give or take. There's the 3 that are here, my card, and then, Miss Lovelace, you said you had some cards with you. That's great. I feel like we got a lot of cards, right? Like, 20? Maybe? Out of 54? That's pretty good. That's winning right there. If we assume that we have more cards than the opposition, we're doing pretty good. We just got to recover more cards than them, and then we'll have the advantage, and then we'll press that advantage, and we'll take their cards, and then we'll reunite the deck, and we'll fix fate, and as a reward, whoever fixes fate will be able to change it, to make a huge wish, to change reality to their liking. Whatever it is you need, whatever you've been looking for, whatever missing piece, it'll be your chance to get it.
Just every time you say that, it just feels like you're trying to sell me a used wagon.
Oh,
That you picked
yeah,
off the side of the road.
Yeah, it's a hard sell for sure. And if you, Evil Jericho, don't want to receive a fabulous prize for fixing fate, I have some forms I'd love you to sign right now that says that you decline any future prizes that you might be entitled to.
I just want to clarify that we each will get a wish, right?
Not exactly. The fellowship that restores the deck will get a wish.
So we need to unanimously agree on a wish to alter reality.
Well,
Can it be a run-on sentence? Can we use commas?
Oh yeah,
and
yeah,
names?
you could go ham on it, absolutely. James, are you around? Can you bring in some waiver forms for Miss Darling?
Yeah. Right away, sir. Miss Darling, I understand that you would like to waive any future prizes that you might be entitled to.
Jeez, you're even worse up close.
Here's some paperwork for you to sign.
Oh, yikes.
Madam, please.
Oh, you can keep your papers. Just step away.
Are you sure?
Yeah, you're just super gross.
Well, does anyone else want drinks and refreshments?
Some people raise their hands. He says,
Right away, then. Right away.
and he starts to hand out drinks and stuff. Cookies. A couple of cupcakes here and there. Alright, so Jack says, alright, so... Man, I'm just so excited. I might be... Here, let's just stick to the script. What is the Harrow Court? A mystical demi-plane shaped by the deck of destiny. At its heart stands Harrow Heart, a great fortress surrounded by a village, farmlands, and distant wildlands. The landscape forms a vast valley ringed by mountains with 6 different regions. Hold on. He turns and he looks at the screen. You see the screen kind of flicker a bit, and then you see this instead. All right. He says, "Okay, so this
Can't
is
see much.
See something?
oh
Yeah, black grid.
oh my gosh, just a second, jeez.
There it is. You need
Okay, okay.
vision turned off.
Alright, so this is us. This is the Harrow Heart. See, we're in this cool floating fortress or whatever. This is the lake. This is the swamp. This is the jungle. This is the forest. These are the mountains. These are the farmlands. This is the desert. Yeah, so those are the distinct regions.
The
Farmlands-
are super close to the lava. I
Yeah,
noticed.
because lava makes the best soil.
What happens when the lava kills all the crops because the volcano explodes?
I mean, we'll cover that. Alright. Time and nature. Days are always 12 hours of daylight and 12 hours of night. The sky looks real, but we're actually inside like a Pokeball, like a big glass dome situation. And the dome shows you a sky that has simulated like weather and stuff. Anyways, seasons don't change unless they need to. Any questions about time and nature? No? Okay, let's move on. Inhabitants. The court is filled with simulacra. Simulacra are convincing but magical people and animals. They have memories, families, and daily lives, but they're not truly alive. They can't leave the court. If removed, they'll reappear inside with no memory of leaving. All food, drink, and goods vanish if taken out, but still nourish you while you're here. So basically, there's 54 of us, and we all love life and the universe and all that shit. And so like our love of the many worlds and peoples in them manifest as our memories of the people that we've met and the people that we've impacted and helped and harmed and cursed, and basically our desire to see things restored has sort of spawned peoples and animals. Any questions about that?
So do you
No,
got
no,
like
no.
unlimited food?
When you're here, yes, unlimited food. You can eat anything you want. James can hook you up anything you want to eat and drink. Unlimited.
Have you thought about, I don't know, trying to solve world hunger or something? Or
Well, wait, what do you mean? What do you mean?
obviously kind of got unlimited food here.
The
I
food
feel
can't
Wait.
leave here, Jerry. Keep up.
Yeah,
Oh,
this is a thought plane. This is the idea of food and drink.
Oh, I'm sure they think of it all the time too.
Who
All
thinks
right.
of it?
All right, continue. I'm following. Should I take
Aren't
notes?
you evil, Jericho? Why do you care if people are starving?
I'm just being a little bitch. I don't know.
I think you're less evil than you hope you are.
I guarantee you, I am just as evil as you think I am.
No. Anyways, so the Harrow Heart. Inside the Harrow Heart, you'll find the Galaxy Terrace. That's where we came in on the bridge because it's way cooler than using the portal. The Portal Room, you've been there. The War Room, we're in it right now. Bedrooms. Everybody gets a bedroom. All you have to do is think about it, and you get the bedroom of your dreams. So this would be a fun icebreaker. Okay. Why don't we go around the circle and everybody can tell us about their dream bedroom? Let's start with Henry. Henry looks at him. You see smoke kind of chugging, plumes coming out. Jack starts to tear up and he says, "Damn, man, that's beautiful. I'm so sorry for everything you've been through." And he goes up and he hugs, and Henry hugs him back. And Jack, he kind of sniffles a few sobs and he says, "I think it'll get better. I hope it does. Thank you for sharing with everyone." Okay. Stack, tell us about your dream bedroom.
I never had a NAS before. I always think it's like I want it to have a lot of like like be like really high up. I want like multiple beds,
Okay.
and
Okay.
and I want it to be on like an ocean side.
Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, we're in a floating citadel above a lake. Yeah, I mean, we could kind. Yeah, it could definitely happen. All right, what else? What else you see?
Large windows, and a game table.
As Stack is describing his perfect bedroom, you do see like a 3D projection of the room being built as he imagines it. And it's sort of hovering above the table.
Oh, and Thorn, what do you want there? What do you want?
Oh yeah, Thorn didn't sit down at the table. He says, yeah. So yeah, my dream bedroom would be like a huge bed. It's like a pit, you know, like a stone pit, full of bones and furs, like so many furs. So, you know, like soft furs. And there would be a bar, yeah, fully stocked, like the same, like at a saloon, but for me in my room. And there'd be like a weapons rack. Yeah, there'd be a gun table for cleaning and building firearms. There'd be a pool table. Oh yeah, and there'd be money. Just a corner full of money. Just gold bars and diamonds. He gets a very greedy look on his face, like I'm so fucking smart. And yeah, that's my dream room. Okay. Jack says, okay, Jericho, why don't you tell us about your dream bedroom?
Torture chamber.
Okay.
Iron
For who?
Maidens.
For you?
For anyone. Nah, just for anyone.
Are you gonna? But it's your bedroom. Are you supposed to sleep in it?
Yeah, I'll put like a hammock in there. Right next to the Iron Maiden. And stretch rack. And then maybe like a bunch of knives. Which would be pretty cool, I guess. And maybe some like hedge clippers. And then, like, on the wall, there can just be it's a cute picture of a cat who's hanging down from a rope, and it's got some words on there. It says, hang in there. I think that's pretty cute.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's waiting for you. All right, Vashon, what's your dream bedroom look like? Vashon says, I mean, honestly, I had the best bedroom and apartment you could ever ask for. I think I would just want that, you know, some normality in my life, kind of get back what was taken from me. So, you know, just my skyrise penthouse apartment would be fine. That'd be more than enough for me. Thank you, sir. He turns to Brutus. Brutus says, well, I don't know. I'm kind of new to all this, but just a sensible chamber for resting and making love. Maybe a comfortable place to sit and read, and books would be nice.
King size bed. Make sure you get that for him.
Sure. I don't 100% know what that means, but yes, king size bed. You see the bed in the 3D rendering kind of gets bigger.
Nice.
Okay. Jack says, what about you, Bella? What's a dream bedroom?
Her dream bedroom is actually a perfect replica of the genie vessel that her father carried with her, and it's the two-floored chamber where it's like the bottom floor is a functional apartment with like a Murphy bed and fun things that like pop out of walls and bookcases that like swing open, but then you have a full workshop up top.
Okay. He turns to Stu. Stu says, there is no finer bedroom in all of the multiverse than the one I shared with my beautiful halfling wife. And a beautiful Shire-style bedroom appears. Woodchop says,
Okay, yeah, so I would be in a mansion. I would have a huge bedroom. There would be a lot of perches for me. There'd be naked ladies everywhere. I'm talking like a lot of naked ladies. Like,
he's watching the 3D render.
no, more. No, more. Yeah, make them all cactuses. Oh, yeah.
We'll find out from Grom when Grom joins us next week, I guess, what his dream bedroom would be. Philomena looks around and says, I mean, I don't know. Stack's room looked pretty cool. I guess I'd just have one like Stack's, but put a gun table and a weapon rack in like Thorn has. Okay. She looks up at you, Walter. Everyone looks at you, Walter.
I look at Jack. Stare at him. Also,
All
by
right.
the way,
The camera cuts to your eyes, and then to Jack, and then to Jack's eyes, and then back to you, and your eyes, and then back to Jack and his eyes.
Also, by the way, the gun hasn't left Lovelace's aiming direction. He's just moved one hand, so he's just holding it one-handed. But he's looking at Jack, and he's just like, it'd be a king-size bed with 4 posts, a window that overlooks the city of Jiska, and has weapon rack and a wardrobe around it. Jack, why are we going through this?
Well, it's called an icebreaker. Fine. It's so that we can all get to know each other a little bit better. Also, the keep needs to build your bedrooms. Because, you know, you live here now. Until you get all this sorted out. And I guess you could live here afterwards if that's what you wish.
The sooner we can get this all figured out, the sooner I can return to my bed. That is the exact same one that I share with my wife on my home world.
I don't know if he's gonna let us go back to our home world. Can I just put that out there? I'm getting the vibe that
Woodshop says,
Don't worry, Walter. You could just say that your wife is in your bedroom. Look at all the naked ladies that are in mine.
He doesn't even register that.
Jack says, you don't want to do that. That wouldn't actually be your wife, Walter. It would be, you know, a similar
I know.
simulacra.
It would be a simulacra. We've had
Yeah.
those at Jiska before.
Okay, well, you know, it'd be weird, and I think your wife would be upset if she found out that you cohabitated with the simulacra of your wife. You know.
Yes, she definitely would. Also, Jericho
take-
does bring up a very
listen,
good point. Why?
Don't take any advice from Woodchop.
That's already granted. Jericho does.
I don't control whether or not you get returned to your world. You
Stop
guys
the
control.
question.
You
He's
guys
asking
control.
questions.
What was the question?
I'm just putting it out there. I'm just saying.
Are you pointing something out, or are you asking a question?
I'm just saying that for someone who's trying to be so nice to us, I feel like you're not being entirely truthful with us.
About what? What haven't I been truthful about?
Oh, you're hiding something. I'm gonna find it.
What?
I
I
don't care.
am literally helping you guys. We're taking a family trip to IKEA right now. I don't think there's anything more honest and intimate that people could do together than that. James, bring out the meatballs. Where are the James? Bring out the meatballs.
I don't care if it's
Alright,
IKEA,
you're not-
UKEA, they whatever, dude.
All right, James places a plate of mashed potatoes, gravy, and little tiny meatballs, and some steamed vegetables. The smell is intoxicating.
I find myself agreeing more with this Jericho by the minute, and it concerns me.
Is
He
that the
does
smartest player?
bring up a point. It has been like pulling teeth with you when it comes to the finer points of these details.
I literally gave you an instruction manual.
He did
After
give
how
us the
long
instruction.
that we've met you.
Oh my gosh! Are we
Where's
gonna
Walter?
worry about the time? You weren't ready for it then.
Walter, look, we're here at the Harrow Court. It's real.
Listen, when we first met, I didn't even have any pants on, bro. I barely knew who I was or what I was doing. Is that the time that I hand you instruction manuals to a magic castle?
Yeah.
I say if there's anything different than the instruction manual than what he's got to say, then we could talk about it.
Sure, but so far everything is played out exactly as he has led us to believe, and you know what? I trust Jack, and I think that we need to keep working with him in order to get to the end of this.
But he's a personified playing card. How How clever could he be?
I mean,
That's true.
that's hurtful.
What's
That's
the
hurtful.
stats of a playing card? We learned about stats in the Alkenstar Pinton Press adventure. What are you looking at here, Jack? Are you what were the numbers? What were the
Huh?
high ones? Four intelligence? 1 intelligence?
I don't think that my intelligence has anything to do with whether or not I can do the job that I have, which is to guide you guys towards the end game of repairing fate. This
All right,
seems
well,
very
what's-
hurtful.
What's next, tarot card man? What's up?
How
Well,
do
we have
find
to-
broken timelines.
Well, we have to hear from Miss Lovelace about her bedroom.
All right.
All attention shifts to her.
She looks at all of you. Her hat.
Stack has a possessive arm on Thorn's shoulder. Like, I'm watching you.
And she says, she says, a large private chamber with a grand bed, minimal clutter, and an air of unquestioned ownership. And Jack says, okay, great, all right. Next up, a dining hall. So, have you guys heard of McDonald's? Because we've got one. We've also got a Whataburger and an In-N-Out. But you got to go far for the In-N-Out. It's all the way in the mountains. It's a long trek.
It's overrated.
And on top of that, we have like a magical dining hall where you can just eat any food you want, and drink anything you want. So, remember, it will nourish you, even though you can't take a to-go bag with you.
Do you do bones? Like, do you do like bones?
Of course,
and
yeah,
flesh?
yeah,
Okay,
bones, blood, all that stuff. Yeah, no problem.
Great.
I mean, that's just animals. People eat animals. You're not edgy because you eat bones and blood. I mean,
Oh no,
everybody
I'm just making sure you're not being anything discriminatory to us undead friends over here. So I'm just checking.
There's also training rooms. So basically, in these training rooms, you can train and retrain. It's something we like to call downtime. I know you guys have probably never experienced it before, but it's basically when you're allowed to catch your breath and do a little relaxing. What do you think of that?
I gotta go do that actually right now.
I know as people from Alkenstar and Jessica, you guys probably aren't familiar with this, but yeah, this is a thing that people do. Because you want to like ground yourself between missions.
Okay, we have recreation back in my home world.
Do you?
Yes, we do.
He's got a
Okay.
point. I'm into you.
Do you have pinball?
No, we have tennis.
Okay.
We have shuffleboard.
That's how you know it's a good timeline. He didn't say pickleball. All right. So
We're not savages.
we also have workshops, so you can build stuff. I know you guys, kind of into that. Yeah, Grom, Bella, building things. Pretty cool. So any questions about the Harrow Heart Fortress? Nope. All right, let's move on to the next section. Exploration. You can explore on foot, by boat, or other means you might unlock. And he winks right at you, Walter. Wink. He winks right at you.
Why are you winking at me?
You'll understand later. Travel between regions uses exploration mode rules. Survival skills matter in harsher terrain. I'm gonna be honest, yeah, you gotta be going to some pretty rare locations for this to matter, but just keep that in mind. Some areas are difficult or greater terrain, like mountains, swamps, and deserts. Any questions about exploring the Harrow realm? Yeah, good? Okay. Alright, epitomes, shaping the court. Each Harrow card that you epitomize adds something new to the court, a place, power, activity, or cool person to meet. These additions appear instantly, and the court's people remember them as if they've always been there, because time is a pizza, baby, and they have always been there. You just didn't realize it. Alright, but once active, an epitome is permanent unless it's changed by great magic. So, don't turn on a card because you won't be able to turn it back off. But definitely turn on all the cards. Also, there's no cheating. You don't know what the cards do until you turn them on. I can't tell you either. I'm sorry. Any questions about epitomizing cards to expand the realm and unlock powerful boons, allies, and abilities, as well as magical items, wealth beyond your wildest imaginings, etc., etc.?
Can we do that to our cards right now?
Well, let's get through the tutorial. I don't want to be accused of keeping any secrets.
I narrow my eyes.
Hey,
All right.
he's learning.
Limits of the realm. Nothing created here. People, food, crafted goods can exist outside unless a special effect says otherwise. Simulacra do not travel beyond the Harrow Court. The court remains as long as the deck exists. If the deck is destroyed, the realm vanishes, sending guests back to a meaningful place and time from their past. Okay. So, any questions? No, nothing. All right, great. All right. So, you guys said you wanted to manifest some cards. All right, whip them out, everybody. Let's see them. Well, what do we got?
I think I got Mr. Theater here and the Rabbit Prince.
Okay, let's do one at a time to keep it fun. Which one would you like to do first, Stack?
Let's do the Theater. He was fun.
They sure are. They sure are. So, all right. When you
Oh, you don't like them? You don't.
No, they're great. They're great. All right. I will every time you activate one, I will add it to your player's guide. What it does, so that you know later. Unless there's secret stuff, I won't put the secret stuff in there. So let's see. We'll do epitomes. Okay, and you're doing the theater. All right. A resplendent theater manifests in the village surrounding the Harrow Heart. Every day, a talented troupe of actors puts on a new play that, with the PC's permission, recounts a previous set of encounters they experienced. A PC who attends one of these 2-hour productions benefits from the troupe's uncanny ability to recreate their exploits and receives a +2 item bonus to recall knowledge about topics associated with these encounters. It's also where you could go visit the theater if you wanted to. So when you manifest the theater appears next to you and says, "Well, Stack, it's good to see you again. I'm off to my theater to prepare our opening show."
I hope it's a good one.
Well, with your permission, it will tell the daring do of Stack the Deck's early years.
Oh. I'll have to see that one for myself.
I will
Who's gonna-
save you a seat, sir.
Who's gonna play me? You get like someone cool.
Oh, don't worry. I have someone in mind.
And he heads out, or they head out.
That's not obvious.
Okay. All right. Thorn says, "Well, I don't got no cards."
Oh, you could have this one, and he gives him the Rabbit Prince card.
I can't take this card. As soon as he has it in his hand, it disappears and reappears on you. It says, "This one bounds you, buddy."
Oh, right.
Nah, it's fine. It's fine. I figure eventually you'll have enough cards to, like, "Hey, Thorn, you want a card?" And finally get one cool card for myself.
Everybody looks at Jericho.
I got 3 cards, I guess. I got the bear, the Forge, and the Mountain Man.
Okay. Jack says, "Okay. Which one do you want to manifest? Which one do you want to?" Epitomize.
If I manifest them, will I lose their bonuses? I think I missed that.
Nope. You do not
Okay.
lose their bonus.
I mean, can I do all of them? Is there,
Well,
is there
yeah, but
downside to not?
Well, we're doing one at a time because it's more exciting that way. You know, like when you open Christmas presents. You guys don't have Christmas. When you open seasonal gifts, you know, you don't want to just open them all at once. You want to kind of go around, see what everybody's getting.
All right, sure. I'll do the forge then.
Okay. All right. So as you whip out the forge, the epitome is kind of sick. Do you want spoilers? I'll give you spoilers on it. Since someone has accused Jack of keeping secrets.
Yeah, no secrets, Jack.
He's just gonna spoil fucking everything now.
Hey, he's learning.
All right. Be careful what you guys wish for. Just saying. Don't
Isn't
come
this whole
crying to me.
campaign about meta shit?
Don't come crying to me when you're like,
Wait, you told us the whole plot. Wait.
all right. The Forge. When you epitomize, one of the Harrow Heart's workshops transforms into a forge. The quality of the tools now found here increase that workshop's item bonus to crafting checks within it to a +2. When the forge is first epitomized, 10,000 gold of raw material suitable for use in crafting metal items manifests in the workshop. These raw materials can be used to create items or even simply harvested and sold for profit, as they do not vanish if taken out of the Harrow Court. This is, an exception to the rule. Once these raw materials are used or sold, they don't replenish. However, spoilers, additional materials do manifest periodically within the workshop. Their appearances are linked to your APL. That's your average party level. Manifesting as soon as the forge is epitomized, or if the forge is already epitomized, as soon as the PCs attain that respective level. Level 17. 13,500 gold of cold iron. 18th level, 18,000 gold of dawn silver. 19th level, 18,000 gold of adamantine. 20th level, 30,000 gold of orichalcum. Those of you from Alkenstar know that orichalcum is the greatest weakness of clockworks. I don't know why, but it is.
Gotta fuck that train up.
All right. All right. Bella, do you have a card you want to epitomize?
Yes, she
Okay.
will look very seriously at her empty throne card and put that one forward.
Oh shit. Okay. All right. Let me grab that. There we go. All right. The empty throne. When you epitomize the empty throne, assign it to a point of interest in the Harrow Court's lake area. All right, hold on a second. And then we go over here. All right, where in the lake area would you like to manifest the empty throne? Just long click for me.
Right here.
All right.
You got it?
I'm trying. Let's see. Alright, hold on.
Right off the edge of the shadow.
Okay. It is not bringing it in. Alright, hold on. Hero card. Oh, there we go. And we gotta make it small. And all right, cool. Okay. When you epitomize the empty throne, assign it to a point of interest in the Harrow Court's lake area. This marks the location of a small rocky island, atop which sits a mysterious empty throne. A character who travels to this island can perform a ritual of sacrifice before the empty throne in hopes of earning good fortune. To do so, the PC must offer valuables upon the throne that are worth 100 GP times their character level. Spend 1 hour meditating before the throne on the nature of loss, and then attempt a DC 30 diplomacy check. Regardless of the check's result, the offering vanishes forever, and the PC cannot attempt a new offering until they gain an experience level and are no longer affected by their current offering. I will tell you that the reward involves being able to reroll, essentially. Using a resource that does not interfere with your hero point system. Okay. Walter, do you have a card you want to manifest?
He'll look through his hand and we'll settle on the brass dwarf. The one that he started, or at least Walter, quotation marks, start out with.
The one that is bound to you?
Yep.
Okay. As you do, the brass dwarf appears behind you. I don't know what's up with that expression though, but kind of giving you that look. You know what I'm saying?
Sorry, I have a wife.
Right? It's such a come hither look. It's kind of a lot. All right, the brass dwarf. Let's see. Alright, so the brass dwarf, a clockwork dwarf made of brass, manifests in one of the Harrow Heart's workshops. If you already have the forge, they will manifest in the forge. The brass dwarf's presence and assistance increases the circumstance bonus granted to crafting checks in the workshop by +2. So you get a +2 from the forge item bonus, you get a +2 from the dwarf circumstance bonus to crafting checks. The brass dwarf has no name, but gracefully accepts any the PCs offer them. The brass dwarf knows the formulas for all armor potency runes, resilient potency runes, energy resistance runes, and fortification runes, and they can teach these formulas to the PCs.
Bullshit.
Alright, do you want Angelique Lovelace to manifest a card?
I mean, she said that she wants to help us in our endeavor, so why not?
What she got?
All right. She produces and displays the Publican.
Pelican?
No, not the Pelican. The Publican. So the Publican is like a tavern owner, basically. Like a tavern appears in the village surrounding Harrow Heart. In fact, it's right across the street from the theater. Run by a jovial, one-eyed bartender. The tavern is always bustling with a rotating cast of different patrons and performers. The bartender knows the Hero's Feast ritual and can teach it to the PCs. Skill checks attempted at the tavern to perform this ritual will be done with a +2 item bonus. If the juggler has been epitomized, and the town square is linked to a city, the patrons of this tavern trade gossip from that city as if they were citizens there, allowing a character to gather information in the tavern as if they were doing so on the streets of Link City. Ooh, combo card. Nice. So the publican represents friendship, shelter, and insight. Okay. Back around to Stack.
All right. I mean, I only got one other card here.
Oh, the rabbit?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright, so you see hovering above the portal is a very handsome rabbit. Let's see. This is like a 3D rendering of the rabbit.
He's even more come hither. He's
when you epitomize the Rabbit Prince, you must assign a point of interest within the Harrow Court's forest area. So we'll head over to the map so that you can tell us where the Rabbit Prince can be found.
I was honestly expecting the Devil May Cry rabbit, but this is a good one too.
Let's see. So where in the forest? Forest is here. So where in the forest can you find him? Long
Right,
click.
right
at the
under
tree?
the big tree.
All right. Okay. Swap this out.
Do I know anything about this rabbit?
Yes, so this indicates a section of the woodland where the simulacra of the Harrow Court have reported sightings of an anthropomorphic rabbit. A PC can travel to this location and attempt to spot the elusive Rabbit Prince by spending 8 hours stealthily scouting the woods and attempting a DC 30 stealth check, after which no one may search for the Rabbit Prince again for 1 week. What happens when you find the Rabbit Prince, you might ask? I won't tell you that.
Yeah, I gotta find him now. I gotta.
All right, Jericho.
Does he like appear and walk off like the theater does, or is he just there?
Your holographic projection of him like vanishes.
Yep. Oh, okay.
With a catch me if you can kind of look in his eye.
But come hither.
Maybe there's a little bit of a come hither. As he makes that come hither look and disappears, Thorn, you hear a low growl in the back of his throat, Stack.
Hey, it's because he's a rabbit. We went to classes. We had to go to.
Look, I'm not trying to be problematic, but he's asking for it.
Hey, I'm a cat. You can just take it out on me later.
Someone show this dude Zootopia.
Jericho, do you have anything?
Yeah, I have 2. I have the bear. Is the next one.
Okay, the bear.
A
All right.
bear.
The bear.
Bear.
All right.
This is a really hairy, well-endowed man.
All right. When you manifest the bear, a forested courtyard appears in Harrow Heart, and an unusually intelligent and curious bear moves in. I will go grab him. Let's see. There he is.
Hey, it's Grom the bear.
No, this is just the bear.
Grom the bear.
So that's why all those status effects are going away.
All these status effects on him.
There we go. Well, the bear is taking the form of the bear that means the most to Jericho.
She wasn't there to fight Grom the bear.
Hey, listen. I don't know how this all works. I don't know how it all works. The bear enjoys philosophical conversations about the balance between the natural world and the urban world. The bear is annoyed at the use of the phrase civilized world and often points out that people in cities are more self-destructive than any group of wild animals, so they're a hippie. They also know several magical rituals and can teach the following rituals to PCs if they wish. Awaken Animal, oh boy, Commune, and Primal Call. This primal call functions as planar servitor, except you craft a fairy circle and call an animal, beast, fey, fungus, or plant within 100 miles to serve you. While the bear can't serve as a primary or secondary caster for these rituals, its presence gives you a +2 item bonus to any skill checks made to cast these rituals here. All right. Bella.
She would next put forward the carnival.
Oh, the carnival. Okay. All right. When you epitomize the carnival, assign it to a point of interest in the farmland area. All right. So the farmland is near the volcano, so that it has very nice farmland. So where would you like to put it? All right. All right, so the carnival. We'll go here, change this. There we go. Select. Okay. When you epitomize the carnival, this marks the location of a colorful, vibrant, and slightly off-putting fairground where festivals and celebrations are in constant swing. The simulacra who inhabit this carnival never leave and tend to subtly draw appearances and themes from potential foes the PCs may face in their future. Once per week, a character can spend 8 hours at the fairground simply observing its participants. Those who do can attempt a DC 28 perception check with mysterious results. I'll add this to your instruction manual. Okay. Walter?
There's 2 cards in front of him. He's trying to decide between which one. Oh boy. It's between the owl and the tyrant. 1 owl, 2 tyrant.
Okay. Oh,
Tyrant.
dang. Okay. So, there is a crackle of arcane energy that comes out of the card. And the electricity, blue and glowing, begins to take the vague shape of a dragon.
Come to my hands, blue eyes, white dragon. I'm sorry. I just had to.
Let's see. And a dragon appears, and they hold in their claws an orb of ponderous nature. It looks down at you as you look up at it.
Look like either.
These cards are all romanceable. I forgot to mention that part.
Oh, that's a secret. The secret. Once you've epitomed them.
Let's see. Tyrant. Okay, so when you epitomize the tyrant, an immense blue dragon manifests in the Harrow Court. The dragon has no name, but gracefully accepts any the PCs offer them. The blue dragon is not hostile to the PCs, but their personality is tinged with arrogance and condescension. As with other partially real simulacra of the Harrow Court, the dragon has no agency of their own and cannot take part in encounter mode play, but they can be called upon to aid with their skills or to cast or teach spells. Treat the dragon as a typical spellcasting ancient blue dragon, we're using Conspirator Dragon because we're in Revised, for the purpose of its skill modifiers and what spells they can cast or teach. but one that also knows the legend lore ritual, which I guess is now called communal knowledge. A PC who impresses the dragon with their own imperious attitude, this is a DC 35 intimidation check, can convince the dragon to carry them to any location in the Harrow Court once per successful check. The dragon keeps a lair in a large cavern below the Harrow Heart, where they spend their time counting their illusory hoard, sleeping, or plotting nefarious schemes they will never actually enact. All right. The tyrant looks down at you, looks down at all of you, and it just flaps its wings and heads out.
That's a pretty one.
All right. Do you want to know, like, I guess do you have a lot of people that need to learn spells?
Look, I want legend lore. I want it. I want
cast
it.
It's got a pretty beefy selection of spells. So big I couldn't capture them all in one screenshot.
Oh, I don't know, like spells, you know.
Okay. I will post the spell list into Stolen Fate, Tyrant, spells. So there's that, and then there's this innate spells, and the collective memories, which is what they rebranded Legend Lore as. Ritual.
We've been robbed.
Constantly, all the time. Just like the Greek gods, we've been cast aside, shunned. All right. Loveless looks at the dragon as it goes, shrugs. Magic's for wimps. It's for babies. She has 2 cards. Both cards, you can see on her face, she seems nervous about using or revealing them.
What's wrong?
She says, I never got a good feeling about either of these cards. One of them I can't ever seem to get rid of, and the other, it reminds me too much of him. And she points over at Stack the Deck.
Whatever do you mean?
She does not elaborate.
Oh, okay.
All right. She will go ahead and manifest the Rakshasa card. Let's see.
Just because we're cats, we're not all like that.
And the Rakshasa symbolizes domination of others to support your own schemes. When you invest the Rakshasa, identify a single... Oh, sorry, that's the ability of it. Okay, so when she uses the card, a simulacra of the Rakshasa appears next to her. Alright. It looks vaguely familiar.
Oh, who are you? I'm not. I point like, who are you? Like,
He goes back, his hands are backwards.
He points 2 finger guns at you with his backward hands, makes a pew pew, and then blows a kiss at you in a come hither way. a simulacrum of a tiger, a Rakshasa, moves into a decadent chamber in the Harrow Heart's basement. While sinister and prone to cruel comments, this Rakshasa does not plot against the PCs and is content to idle away their time in the underground pleasure chambers. Once per day, a visitor to the Rakshasa can pose them a question that they can use their occultism plus 18 skill to attempt to recall knowledge about. The Rakshasa also knows several uncommon spells and rituals that they can teach spellcasters. These spells and rituals all involve the intrusive manipulation of sapient minds. Among the spells it can teach are Dominate, Mind Probe, Mind Reading, Rewrite Memory, Geas, and Invigil, which I've never even heard of. But I think it just makes somebody want to be your friend. Yep. And I can add additional spells to their spell list as I see fit.
Well, why does it look like me?
Oh, because this Rakshasa can also help unlock wild magic.
But does Jack say that out loud, or?
Oh, Jack says that. Yeah.
Oh. Whoa, where
All
did
right.
it go? Hey, wait, where's he going? Why?
Jack says, Stack, you got any more cards?
I don't have any cards.
Oh, okay.
So how do I get that card?
You have to go down and spend time once per day in the pleasure chambers. And then he can teach you the secrets of wild magic.
Yes, I.
Are you sure you want to bring wild magic back into your life, Stack? I mean, it's taken so much from you.
I'm not. Nothing's the same without it.
Ah, I see.
Where's the danger? I like living on that edge, and nothing's in the same sense.
Walter, who hasn't taken his eyes off Angelique Lovelace, because he's in love with her, you see her face. She has deep regrets of epitomizing that card.
I think there's just a smirk on Walter's face for like a second.
All right, Jericho, you wanna epitomize your last card?
Yes.
Or are you scared?
No. The last one I have is the Mountain Man.
Okay. All right, you see hovering above the table a holographic projection of the Mountain Man.
As it should be.
When you epitomize the Mountain Man, you must assign it to a point of interest in the mountains. All right. The mountains are the frosty area.
I want to put it way over here.
Oh man, like as far as hard to reach as possible.
No.
All right, right there.
Closest.
Oh, the opposite. You want to make it as easy as possible to get to. Oh, okay.
It easy. That's
Oh,
the wrong
okay.
card. That's the carnival.
I know.
It's the
I don't have
Crash.
54 different actors to represent each of the cards.
It's the carnival.
Oh my god. All right. Man, we should just go back to endless boss rush. It was better that way. It's better that way. All right. So with the Mountain Man, this is a long one. All right. The Mountain Man. Boop. A simulacrum. Nope, that's the wrong one. That's just the. Yeah. Let me try again. All right. Here. Grab this. Try again. All right. When you epitomize the Mountain Man, assign it to a point of interest in the Harrow Court's mountains. This marks the location of a remote cabin that serves as the home of a self-sufficient but very intimidating simulacrum, who appears as a towering giant of a man. This hardy specimen welcomes visitors who bring stories of their accomplishments fighting monsters, as long as they're backed up by physical trophies. A character who visits the Mountain Man and presents him a trophy harvested from a monster they fought and defeated can seek a reward. The trophy need not be much more than a horn or claw, but should be something significant and identifiable from the defeated monster, and the PC presenting the trophy must have been involved in that monster's defeat. If the trophy is from a monster whose level is equal to or greater than the PC's, the Mountain Man is impressed and rewards the PC with 2 consumable magical items, each of a level equal to or lower than the PC's level. The PC can request specific items, but the GM has final say in what items are offered. If the trophy is from a monster whose level is lower than the PC's, the Mountain Man mocks the PC's for being proud of defeating a weakling and offers no reward. Once a reward is given, the Mountain Man warns the PC,
Now, don't you be going off to sell that thing for gold, and don't even think of coming back for more rewards until you've used these all up.
The Mountain Man has an eerie ability to know if a PC hasn't used their current reward, or if they sold it for profit. PCs who fit into either category cannot receive new rewards from the Mountain Man on subsequent visits.
Wait, is he IRS?
He's like that guy from that Pokemon game. So he gets something for every time you finish a gym leader.
I mean, what if? I mean, well, we could just like sell it, and be set.
He said it knows if you sell it.
Oh, yeah, but who cares what he thinks?
Oh, it's your card.
All right. Bella, do you have any other cards?
Yeah, I have one more.
Okay. Do you want to epitomize it?
I mean, we've come this far. And she'll bring forth the Tangled Briar.
Ooh. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. All right, the Tangled Briar. When you epitomize the Tangled Briar, small patches of tangled undergrowth spring up throughout the Harrow Court. Blackberries and thistles in farmlands, stinging nettles in the forests and swamps, spiky leafless shrubs in the deserts and mountains, and strange spiny seaweed in the lake. These tangles serve as spiritual conduits for ancient spirits associated with the Harrow to influence the Harrow Court. These spirits help to guide souls through the realm. Oh, that's cool. Let's see. As a result, all skill checks made to resolve the casting of Astral Projection, Call Spirit, Reincarnate, and Resurrect gain a +2 item bonus. The presence of the spirits helps to lessen the cost involved when casting Reincarnate and Resurrection, as well having the final GP cost of performing the ritual as long as it takes place within the Harrow Court. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Glad we did that.
All right. Walter, do you have any other cards?
He has a couple more, but he's just gonna play one. The owl.
The owl. Okay. All right. All right, when you epitomize the owl, you must assign a point of interest to the forest region.
Where's the forest?
Forest is over here.
Rapids already at the big tree.
Put them both there, we knock them both out at the same time.
Alright, he's at the top of the tree.
All right, lives at the top of the tree, the 500-foot tall tree. Got it. Let's see.
Oh no, the climb checks.
All right. Boop. There we go. All right. When you epitomize the owl, and you see a 3D rendering of the owl appear above the table, so you know who you're looking for. Assign it to a point of interest. The region becomes the home of an unusually large owl. A PC who travels to this region can spend 8 hours observing the owl and pondering the many worlds it has gazed upon by attempting a DC 30 nature check. With a success, the owl hoots in delight, and the woodlands in the region shift and change to match those of a woodland or jungle the PC is familiar with. From this point on, the PCs can use the Enter the Harrow Court activity here to open a one-way portal to that forest or jungle, arriving at a location of import or particular familiarity within the region as determined by the GM. Switching to a new woodland requires another DC 30 check and familiarity with that region. A PC who enters the Harrow Court can now choose to arrive in the demiplane at this point of interest rather than the Harrow Heart's Great Hall. I guess the question is, have any of you ever actually been to a forest before?
No. What's that?
Not in this dimension.
So basically, any forest that you've ever been to in your life, or jungle, you can link to here, and then this area takes on the properties of that area, and you now have a way to teleport to that place.
Okay.
Like whenever you want, and then back from it. This is pretty fucking cool.
There's a couple that it's a bit too. But I don't think I'm gonna pull the trigger on it just yet.
Okay. All eyes turn to Angelique Lovelace, who has a card held tight in her hand. The artwork facing away from everyone, but her eyes staring down into it.
What's wrong?
I just don't like the way this card makes me feel.
She places the card down, face up, and you see that it is the Lost. The Lost is a chaotic evil card from the Stars, or Wisdom suit. It symbolizes loss of identity and a life filled with emptiness. When epitomized, some areas in Harrow Heart's village become strangely quiet and deserted looking. A character can spend 8 hours in downtime here to focus on loss and emptiness, taking those realities into themselves and emerging changed, with entirely new memories, be they old memories recovered for the first time, or memories borrowed from another version of themselves. At the end of the 8 hours, the PC can instantly retrain a single feat, skill, or class feature as if they had spent the normal amount of time required for the downtime activity. All the other normal restrictions for retraining apply, and a PC can only use the loss to retrain once per level. All right. Anyone have any other cards they want to manifest? I know Grom, who's not with us today, has 2 cards on him, the Fiend and the Locksmith, which are both pretty cool, but we can wait, until next week to find out what they do. Or if you want to have the full range of options for your downtime and training, I could give you kind of the cliff notes of what they are capable of.
can wait until.
Okay. All right. So, the midwife is already epitomized. So I'll put that one in here for you. A pleasant and very skilled healer, which you've already met, moves into the Harrow Heart. Their presence bolsters the effects of long-term rest. When a PC uses a downtime activity of downtime rest in Harrow Heart, they recover hit points equal to their Constitution modifier multiplied by 3 times their level. They can also reduce the value of one condition of their choice from the following list: clumsy, drained, enfeebled, or stupefied, and gain a +2 item bonus to any saving throws against disease that they might currently be afflicted by. She also has the smoosh ability, which basically allows you to pull together fallen versions of yourself to try to like kind of reclaim a bit of what was lost, kind of mix and match with what you currently have. All right, the cricket has already manifested. All right, a medium anthropomorphic cricket. Hey, you guys have met him. The cricket spends most of their time playing the fiddle or eating fruit. A PC can visit them to secure swift passage to another area within the Harrow Court. Once per day, the cricket can transport any number of PCs, but only to one location in the Harrow Court. The transportation happens in only a few seconds, regardless of the distance traveled. The cricket remains at that location until the next day, during which time they can transport the PCs back to the village. In addition, the cricket can teach some very powerful spells, including Gate, Interplanar Teleport, and Nature's Pathway. Let's see. The Keep has already manifested. Let's see. Alright, within the Harrow Heart is a dungeon. Its interior is a complex maze of locked rooms and barricaded hallways. Exploring this can be an exhausting ordeal, but a character who does so can be rewarded by discovering a hidden armory. A character who wishes to seek out the armory must spend 8 hours forcing open doors, portcullis, and barricades with a DC 35 athletics check, after which no one may search the armory again for an entire week. All right. Does Jack out? You guys said Jack was a card. What card is Jack?
The Vision.
Full.
Excuse.
He's
Is he the Vision or the Fool? I can't remember.
He's the Vision.
Is he the Vision?
Yeah, Jericho accused him of being the Fool, but he admitted he was the Vision.
Oh, that's right.
Okay. Man.
I'm fairly sure, but I could be wrong.
Bella, what card do you think Jack is?
I thought he was the Fool.
I'm not
Maybe
crazy.
I'm wrong.
I'm
Maybe
not
I'm wrong.
crazy.
I don't
know.
Stack. What card do you think he is?
Is it like a deck list?
I mean, I'm just asking. What?
It's
Crash now? Does Crash remember?
I mean, the Fool. I mean, it makes sense. The Fool leads people to destinations unknown.
He carries the Fool card, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay, I have the answer, but
What is it?
Jericho was right. It is the Vision. He has the Vision card.
Okay. Why do you guys think he's the Fool?
I don't know, and I'm about to try and look this up.
Well, it's because I when we first met him, I accused him of being a Harrow cart, and he was like, "No," and I went, "I bet you're the fool because you're an idiot," and that's why. So Erico thought he was the fool for a while until he said he was the Vision.
Yep, that's correct. I just found it.
All right. So,
Oh, that's
with-
also because the fool was missing from that game store.
Yeah.
right. Okay, the vision is very powerful. The Harrow Heart's workshops become enhanced. Any character may now use a workshop in Harrow Heart to attempt to borrow a spell, identify alchemy, identify magic, or learn a spell. If they do so, apply the workshop's item bonus to their skill check.
Nice.
And since you guys have the forge, I think that means the item bonus is +2. There we go.
So if
Okay.
he provides learn a spell, does that then apply to all the other cards that have spell with them, like the cricket and stuff? Is that how that works?
Unless you have to be in that location to learn. If you can convince the simulacrum to come with you to one of the workshops to do it, then I guess you could do that. But keep in mind, most of the simulacrums already give you a +2 item bonus to learn their spells and rituals.
Okay.
Okay. So, that's a lot. That's a lot of stuff. How we would basically handle it is in between, like, missions, you can take, you'll have time to do downtime, which essentially on average will be a week or 7 days essentially at a time. So that's a lot of things you could do in 7 days. You could chase rabbits, you could hang out with bears, you could brag to Andre the Giant, you can study owls. So it is a lot of downtime activities to choose from, and it can make things, I think, a little heavy on the downtime when you're going from like not having any downtime to suddenly having all this stuff. It is a timeless realm. So these could be perceived as almost like biblical days, you know what I mean? So like maybe you study the owl, but it feels like you studied the owl for 6 months, but it was 1 day in the Harrow Court. Maybe you were building something and it felt like you spent 3 years building it, but it was just a week. So there's definitely in this realm sort of a timelessness and a feeling of outside of time. It is how you are able to have downtime in a campaign with such high stakes, essentially. But because the realm serves fate and fate wants to move things along, you will, after 7 units of time, right, 7 days, you will feel compelled to kind of continue. Like you won't gain any more benefits of that until you progress further. So, what now, I guess? Or I guess Jack would turn to you guys and say, well, unless anybody has any other cards they would like to contribute.
I have 2
No.
others, but
I mean, we have time if you want to share.
alright, sure. And he'll place down the snake bite and Demon's Lantern.
Oh, dang, bro. Okay. Those are 2 evil-ass cards. Why would you do that? Oh, damn, bro. Alright. So the snake bite. Let's see. When you epitomize the snake bite, you must assign it to a point of interest in the swamp. All right, head over to the swamp. Swamp's over here.
I guess we'll put it like right here.
Okay. Hold on. I'm changing out the art real quick. Alright, right in the mushroom patch. That's actually very thematic. Okay.
Actually, there's a larger mushroom patch over here.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you epitomize the snakebite, assign it to a point of interest in the Harrow Court swamp. This indicates a region of swampland that has become particularly infested with poisonous creatures and plants. A character who travels to this area can attempt a crafting, herbalism lore, swamp lore, or underworld lore check to attempt to harvest some of their chosen poison from the region while spending 8 hours here. The DC of the check is equal to the poison's saving throw DC. Unlike most materials from the Harrow Court, a poison gathered from this continues to exist for 1 week before vanishing, even if it's brought out of the Harrow Court. I mean, that's pretty cool. All right, what's the other card you have? The
Demon's Lantern.
Demon's Lantern. Okay. Let's see. When you epitomize the Demon's Lantern, you must choose a spot in the swamp for it to exist.
All right. Dude,
Right there?
The first place I put earlier.
All right. You guys are going to love this one, let me tell you. The Demon's Lantern. Okay. Appearance. There we go. Alright. When you epitomize the Demon's Lantern, assign it to a point of interest in the swamp. This indicates a region that has become infested with will-o-wisps. A PC who travels here must wait until nightfall for the wisps to come out. At this point, they can spend 8 hours of the night pursuing the will-o-wisps through the overgrown swamp and attempting a DC 35 acrobatics check, after which no one may chase the wisps again for a week. The prize is unknown.
Prize of the Fans bow. Is that what we were doing earlier? Something about wisp?
I think the implication is we can use the fanspo on that one.
Correct, yeah. You can use it on that one or the rabbit. Yeah. Okay, look at that. You're just populating the world. You're making it happen, guys. You're making it happen. Okay. So, with the cards manifest, Jack seems pleased. He seems more healthy and present than he ever has before. He takes a seat at the table and he murmurs something to the keep about changing the music. All right, he says, okay, I'm tired of being accused of keeping secrets, so I'm going to lay it all out for you. Ask me anything, let's go. Lightning round.
Oh, okay. So we should probably get on the same page here, so we could probably just recount from the beginning. So this all started when the Cradle of Quartz got all flummoxed, right?
Correct, yep. Kosawana tried to wish Vashon Gattleby out of existence in many timelines at the same time, guided to that terrible decision by the being known as Droxelos, who is impersonating a powerful devil, the Shattering Maw, who bamboozled you into murdering and killing other versions of yourself and your allies.
So,
But because
why-
of the unstable nature and the corrupted nature of the Cradle of Courts, when that ritual was attempted too many times in too many timelines at the same time on a time anomaly, it fucking broke fate.
And I understand we're all here together because we want to. Us are supposed to fix fate, but what is supposed to happen then? I mean, I don't personally like the idea of things that are supposed to happen, but
Right. Well, I mean,
One thing to go back to that situation. How come
Okay.
Kosawana is not part of this group?
because fate, in its desperation, when it was injured, when it was dying, when it was broken, it reached out blindly, grasping for help.
And it
You
took
happen to
one
be
to
the
it.
one- That's why there's no Kelly. I mean, honestly, who wouldn't have wanted Kelly here? You know what I mean? Kelly was there. Where's Kelly?
I miss Kelly.
Yeah, Kelly would have been great for this.
Miss Mother Ketrin.
Mother Ketrin would have been amazing. Mother Ketrin doesn't want fate to get destroyed. We don't get to pick our heroes sometimes. Sometimes they just happen.
fate's broken. We got that part much, but what is it supposed to be? You told us that fate's broken, but
What is fate? I mean, fate is literally everything that happens, everything that will happen, everything that could happen. It's all predestined. It's all laid out. There's a plan for everything.
all right.
Still
Well,
alive,
what?
still
Well, I don't
alive.
like that. I don't like that. But
Yeah.
what is the plan?
Well, I mean,
We
I
gather
don't,
the cards.
I don't know. I'm not fate.
Then how do we know that it's broken? Then how do we know we're just not being bamboozled?
I mean, you're literally sitting at a magic table in a magic castle made out of one of the cards,
Oh, I mean, okay.
talking
all
to one of the cards. I'm pretty sure shit's broken. This
No,
isn't what normally happens. We're normally snug as a bug in a rug, just a little can of sardines all pressed up against each other.
Well, wouldn't you say that we're fated to be here? Wouldn't that mean it's not broken?
Well, that's the thing. When fate broke, everything started to go everywhere.
I mean, I'm not trying to be argumentative about it. I'm just trying to understand, like, from a base level. So fate is
Right.
broken. So the future is undetermined. Everything's all messed up.
Okay, so
I
you're
see
the
it.
only ones that can fix fate, but you don't have to do it. You could fail, and then fate would be destroyed or corrupted. Just as you were chosen to save fate, the unmatched set themselves up as the destroyers of fate. But they plan to put it back together in their own self-serving way. You could correct me if I'm wrong, Miss Lovelace. He looks over at her, or she nods. He's telling the truth. The
Right,
unmatched orchestrated the destruction of the deck of destiny, which is the physical manifestation of fate.
Question. So rolling back.
Sometimes you know how crafting rules work. Sometimes you got to destroy something to learn the recipe.
Right.
So the unmatched destroy the deck of destiny to see how it works, and now they're planning to put it back together in a way that benefits only them.
But the goal is that we need to put it
Stack,
together.
imagine every time you pulled a card, it was the exact card you needed. Every time you pulled the slot, it was a jackpot. That's what they're trying to build for themselves.
No, I understand that part.
A perfect reality where they cannot lose.
That sounds awfully boring. But
That's what I was saying.
this deck of destiny, so we understand. All right. So you say manifestation of fate itself. How does that go back to the how do you say the Cradle of Courts being fussed with. So Fate broke when the Cradle of Courts got fussed with, and then this deck got
broke.
found also broke. Where was this deck at?
Well, that's just it. They had the deck. They pushed Kosawana over and over again to go to the Cradle of Courts. They had the deck ready. They used the Kosawanas fucking with time in a fucked up time place in an epicenter of time magic to shatter the deck. That was the power source for their own ritual.
What's in that part now?
Wow, it makes that really obscure portion of our journey so relevant.
Yeah, that really weird written part of our story that is made zero.
Well,
never
I
mind.
mean,
Never mind.
credit where credit's due. Bri was trying to prevent this from happening, and that's why she, at least in some timelines, had a Grom and tried to send Grom out there to get it taken care of. In the Gromless timelines, it's honestly a fucking miracle that you guys went out in the middle of the desert for no apparent reason. Chase after Vashon's childhood friend that, I mean, let's be honest, any secrets that he had about Pyronite, dude was gonna fucking die in the desert anyway, so I don't know why you guys would have wasted any time going after him. But, you know, in the Grom timelines, it makes a lot of sense because, you know, Grom was being spoken to directly by Bri and, you know, religious motivations, and he's such a cutie. I mean, who's gonna say no to him, you know?
It just seemed like the right thing to do. It seemed like what was happening at the time.
And that's great. And that could have been Bri, you know, working in mysterious ways or whatever. But the sad thing is, you know, Bri didn't make it, didn't do it in time. In fact, I don't want to, you know, victim blame, but I kind of feel like this is all, you know, kind of Bri's fault because her followers are the ones that, you know, made the Cradle of Courts. So, and then, you know, time is one of her secret domains that she doesn't tell people about, which if she had been a bit more transparent about that, I mean, you know, that maybe something could have been done sooner. I don't know.
Something
here we
about
are.
a robot apocalypse.
Not yet, but soon.
So, the unmatched, I'm assuming, are just from bad timelines where we all decided that.
No. The reconcilers are
right.
strongest versions of you guys who have been completely bamboozled. I mean, they drank deeper than you drank of the Droxelos Kool-Aid. They sit on manifest destiny that what they are doing is the right thing to do. I don't even think they call Droxelos a liar or tell him that he's withholding information or ask him what his intelligence score is. I think they just listen to whatever Droxelos tells them and they go out and do it, which, man, wouldn't that be fucking nice?
Jack,
All said some things that are
hard for you.
There's something you want to say, Jack?
No, it's fine. It's fine. We're having a really good conversation here. Let's keep moving it forward.
all right.
Honesty.
So these unmatched, so the stories that go so far, they found these different Kosawanas on the different timelines, and they made them broke time. Okay, and they broke the deck with it. Made sense. Where did they get the deck from?
Well, the deck was made by Fate. He points to the three eyeballs infinitely inside each other, infinitely watching. He said, those ladies, he kind of leans in conspiratorially, I think they got a little lazy, you know what I'm saying? Or bored. Basically, they got tired of weaving. So they made their loom into a deck. I mean, deck's more fun. You know, you can play games with it. You know, weaving feels like weaving feels like work. Deck feels like fun. You know, like if you have fun at work, you know, you never work a day in your life. I don't know, something like that. So that's basically. It used to be a loom.
Or did they give it to me? Oh.
Well, did the
How did it become in the possession of?
You're asking if the Unmatched
Raven?
stole it? Yes, Raven Nicoletta stole the deck, right out
Okay.
from underneath Fate.
How did she manage that number?
If only I fucking knew.
Oh, okay, fair enough. All right.
Turn and look at Loveless.
I was
You
a
have
card
any
at the
idea?
time. I don't know. Loveless says she didn't elaborate, but she basically said that she bamboozled fate. Some kind of logic puzzle, like that. Wouldn't it be fate for her to take it? If it was fated for her to take it, then she should take it, and if she wasn't supposed to take it, then she couldn't take it.
That actually
don't know.
worked.
She kind of shrugs. You know that Angelique Lovelace is very blue collar, down to earth psychopath. You know what I mean? Like,
No, I don't know. I don't know this one.
okay. You get the impression
There we
that
go.
this is a very down to earth, blue collar psychopath. Like, she doesn't, she wouldn't have tried to bamboozle fate. She would have probably put a gun in their face and been like, "Give me the fucking deck."
So we have this collection of cards, and the Unmatched and whatnot have their own set of cards. Are there still cards up in the air that are unclaimed?
Yes. In fact, I've got 6 fresh and delicious cards coming down the factory belt.
So similar to the last place we were, there will be some
And you look and you see the portal room, which is actually repairing itself. And you see 6 new portals, though you can't make out which cards they are just yet.
Okay. All right. So those 3. So I'm assuming these ladies want the deck back, right?
Well, yeah.
All right.
They do.
Okay.
In fact, they want the deck back so bad that they're willing to, let the fellowship, the party, the heroes, the champions, whoever that repair the deck, they're willing to, turn 3 blind eyes to whatever it is that they want.
That's an awfully big blank check that they're willing to. hand
Well,
out.
they're very confident that anyone that would be heroic and brave enough to do this would understand at the end of the day the importance of fate, and they would put everything back to normal. And you see his eyes are 2 dots and his mouth is a line when he says that. And he says,
Again, that's a very big blank check. What if the so-called chosen decide to wish fate did not exist anymore?
"Oof, bro, come on, that."
Spoiling the plot now.
But if you do that, then all of us don't exist anymore.
That's what I'm saying. Chosen party.
You hear James the Cricket say, "If that is what happens, then that is what happens. It has been a pleasure to serve, to live, to be. But it is not our purpose. We are the deck of destiny. We must be restored, and if our fate is to be restored and then destroyed, then so be it."
Jack, I
Big gamble.
have a couple other questions before I wrap this little investigation up.
When you're talking to Jack, you see that James the Cricket's words, Jack's demeanor and expression don't match James's acceptance of possibly being destroyed.
Now, Mr. Jack, how did you? Do you all share the same base knowledge here? James, you could tell that everything that Jack said is true, or do you just not know either way?
James says, "We are each and every one of us a unique and beautiful being. We do not have a hive mind or any such nonsense. What we do share is a common goal that drives us. The reunification of the cards, the restoration of the deck. But beyond that, each of us is free to be, to exist, to explore. And that is why some of the cards have gone rogue.
Yeah, Stack's eyes narrow a bit, and he's like, "So, Jack, how do you know all this?"
Because I'm the vision?
Okay, what does that even mean?
Well, the vision is the card that sees, that knows.
Yeah, so you just know things. That's your foul. You just know things.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, that's like kind of my power. Like, I get it.
All right. All right.
Speaking of knowing things, Jack, you know this realm well. We've asked many times. I'm gonna ask one last time. Where's our Jerry?
She is in one of the 6 cards that we have to fix. And that card is the trumpet. And when he says the trumpet, wait, hold on. Let me make sure it's the trumpet. Hold on. Yeah, when he says the trumpet, you hear toot 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 toot, like the train kind of engine sound. And when you hear that whistle, you guys remember the many horrible deaths you faced against the conductor.
Yeah, you guys don't want to go in that one. Trust me, I mean, we could just skip that one if you want to.
I've been instructed by Grom's player to make sure that I say, if he's not here to say it, well, then we're going to that card first. We're getting back Jericho. And if you guys won't go, then I'll just go by myself.
Listen, if you go to that card, you're gonna die. I mean, simple as that. That's what that train is. It's quite literally a death train.
We're a bit stronger than the last time we faced it. Could make a difference.
Can I do?
I have no idea what people are talking about, but I have a sense of deja vu right now. Sorry, you were saying Stack.
Oh no, I had a thing. Hold on. Let's see. Can I use? I had this feat a long time. Can I discern if anything is that? I guess it's sense motive if he's trying to lie to me or not, right? Who's Jack is, or if anything he said is untruthful or.
Yeah.
Okay,
You can do.
alright.
It's a sense motive.
Okay. Okay, I've been trying to figure out how to get this, how to make that work, but okay. I can use my deception DC if it's higher than my perception. If it's
Okay.
So I can roll up
Oh,
deception.
with lie to me.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I could just apply the bonus. I'll just use the same roll. So.
Oh, okay.
You feel like the only thing he's being dishonest about is being okay with whatever you guys decide and whatever fate decides. You get the vibes that like he doesn't like how he doesn't seem to be very confident in how things are going to turn out.
So, Jack, I'm assuming you want to be with your deck and with your friends back in the deck, and you, right?
I mean, he looks around at the other cards, which currently would just be Madara and James, and he says, "Well, I agreed to be honest, and I'm going to tell you the truth. Whatever I am now, it feels a lot better than just being a card. I felt things as a card. I knew things as a card. I was things as a card, but I never had agency before. I'm in a terrible situation where I'm helping to either put myself back in a box for eternity or wipe myself from existence.
What if there's a third option? Devil's advocate. Instead of fate being abolished, what if the cards were collected but then never actually assembled? They were just left to be free. Is that a possibility?
Oh man. When you say that, James, you hear the teapot and the teacups clatter as he almost drops them, and he says, "How outrageous! That's not how things are supposed to be. That's inelegant!" He screams at you. No! But Jack kind of looks down. His hair kind of falls over his eyes, and he says, I don't know what kind of a world, a multiverse that would be, but yeah, I guess if the people assembling the deck, the people restoring fate, if they can make things however they want, then yeah, I guess they could set us free.
Well, these are all hypotheticals unless we actually get the deck, so...
Madara shouts from the side gallery here and says, Jack, we don't know if... You do not speak for everyone. Not everybody wants to be free. Not everybody likes what's happened to us. Some of us were very happy just being the building blocks of reality. It was simpler then. It didn't hurt so much, she says. She turns away. You see Grom look at this giant woman who is hiding her tears, and you know that he would die for her. He would do anything for her. Because on his character sheet, it lists big women as his #1 weakness from session 1 onwards.
But as I was saying, hypotheticals. None of this discussion really matters unless we actually get the cards, so I guess back to our original topic. These 6 that are in front of us need to be repaired.
Yeah. Sorry. There are 6 more cards that need to be taken care of, but you really should rest before you set out again. You need to regroup. You need to learn, to study, to grow strong. No offense, guys, but it feels like half the time we're just getting our asses kicked around.
Yeah, yes. And do you have any, do you want to help?
Do I want to help? I mean,
I mean, you're saying we, as in the royal we, are getting our asses kicked, but
we are getting our asses kicked. I was getting hit in that demon fight. I got dropped. I was on the ground. My whole life, which at that point had been a couple of hours, was flashing before my eyes.
Fill me in. That was a fight with the other Walter, correct?
Yeah.
Ah, so that was quite some time ago. Let's see.
There was a lot of rough fights. It was bad. And I was like, I don't know, trying to figure out, how to walk and stuff. And everybody's asking me these tough questions and accusing me and stuff. It was very stressful. There were alligators in the sewers. And other stuff happened.
We've had a chaotic time getting here for sure.
And Grom, you seem quite set on this trumpet. I don't think there's any way of dissuading you. However, it seems that we have attempted, or at least some versions of us have attempted this mission multiple times and have failed. Is there any intel that we have that we can use to learn from our mistakes? And
Well,
Walter's looking at Jack for this one.
Jack's like, well, I mean, that's what all these kick-ass training facilities and spirit quests and stuff, you're gonna go around and figure out who you are and what you need to do, maybe find some dope magic items, like get
Well, I meant
strong.
specifically about that trumpet mission and why it keeps going wrong.
Oh,
In addition to the training that we're going to be doing.
well, I mean, it keeps going wrong because it's really tough. I mean, you're fighting your way through a train, and the train's full of people that most of you care a lot about. It's kind of like running a gauntlet of emotional damage. So by the time you make it to the conductor, you're all messed up, and I don't know.
Essentially, what I'm asking for is if there's any records that have been kept of this previous mission, I would like to review them in order to.
Yeah, I could definitely give you some blueprints for the train, tell you the VIPs that are going to be on the train, that sort of thing.
There we go. Thank you.
What if we blow up the train? Hear me out. We could just blow it up, then we could kill the conductor that way.
Okay, but everyone here wants to rescue their friend Jericho, so.
Alright, well that's an option.
I mean, if you don't want to go on this mission, you don't have to go on this mission, Bad Jericho. I mean, I got other missions. You could maybe do a different one. Why don't you and Loveless team up? You could go on buddy cops.
Bad cop.
Woodshop says,
I could go with you guys. I'm, a bit of a secret agent.
Sound fun.
See, Stack, this is a great idea.
Well, I mean, the Loveless in my timeline, we got along pretty well until she put me on a train and sent me off for execution. But until then, I mean, it wasn't too bad.
I mean, Loveless says, I think you would have done the same thing in my position. You're a dangerous woman.
Definitely. Well, I wouldn't put you on a train. I'd just kill you. I'd just skip a step.
Well, some of us actually live in civilization.
You can pretend you do, lady.
All right, as you guys are staring each other down, you hear a shift in the music. Jack looks around and says, "Ah, no.
Was that? Was that?
Sorry. This is unavoidable. Just bear with him." All right, you see a scythe cut through reality. You see a glowing portal begin to open. Even though that's illegal, allegedly. And then you see death itself step through.
Oh, you again.
Hey, baby. What's up?
They look over at you and they say, nothing much. I'm here at the behest of my mistress, Pharasma. When he says that, you hear a couple of people kind of sigh, like, can't get away from this bitch. He floats forward and says, do not worry. I'm not here to reap any souls. I'm not here to claim anyone. You are blessed by Our Lady Pharasma. You have a past. Until your deeds are done, you will not cross through the boneyards to the afterlife. You will finish your tasks or be obliterated. And then they smile at you, you know, like skeletons do.
This so feels like deja vu.
What's more, this is a very important mission. And so, my Lady Pharasma is returning what you lost. At least, what could be salvaged. Not all of your deaths have been recoverable. That pesky oblivion waits in the wings, picking off the weakest souls amongst your number, like the sick and old of any herd. So essentially, each of you may create or recover a version of your character that has died in previous runs, even if we didn't know about it until now. And then you may choose which one to take on missions and which one you are actively role-playing each week. If you are not interested in this service, I still need you to provide me with one, or I will put one that just hangs out in the castle, essentially. But Pharasma is basically giving back a team composed of 5 of you that, you know, was here and didn't make it.
Well, I haven't had any die yet, so I'm chilling. Oh,
Okay.
you want us to make one up? Oh,
Yeah,
I see.
yeah. Winky face, right? Like, so if you haven't actually had a character die, or even if you have and you didn't like those versions of your character, you will provide an additional version of your character. It could be any class, any combination, as long as you can explain that it is a version of your character from a timeline that would have been pulled into this nonsense. Yeah.
Well, I gave you some already. Let me go back to my list over here.
Sure. You don't have to introduce them now if you want like the week to think about it, because we're already at like 15 minutes out from the end. So it's just something to kind of keep in mind.
Would this be different from the midwife in that we're not like smushing those people together?
Correct. These people would actually be brought back.
Okay. If that's
The
case-
midwife lets you stack characters together. This is just literally like you can take back one death, or you could create an alt version, and then you can swap between them. Essentially, you're B teaming yourself. Do you know what I'm saying? So if you feel like, oh, it'd be cool if I had a cleric version of my character in case we go on a mission where we need a cleric, this is your opportunity to have your character, but your character's also a cleric. Or if you're like, I always wanted to see what my character would be like if they were a dragon, like this is your opportunity to be like, this is my character, but from Dragon Tales.
I'm gonna DM you.
Okay, you're gonna DM me?
Yeah.
Amazing. Okay. So you gotta cook something up by next week for that, or?
Well, here we go. I already have the image of him. Hang on.
Oh shit.
There
Okay.
he is. There he is. I don't know if you remember this, but this was like this months ago.
No, it's coming back to me. It's coming back to me. All right, let me throw that into a frame real quick.
Yeah, thanks.
I like how you got the absolute lowest possible
It's part of the charm.
resolution. Okay.
And he's gonna be a wizard. Just for, actually, yeah, he's gonna be.
All right.
He doesn't wear armor, you know.
All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. For now, I'll just make a level 1 character. And then you can. I'm gonna put it in the B team folder.
Would you also be able to update Foundry event, the Pathfinder system, because that one has the new Guardian on it? So I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't know. I ran updates this weekend, and I ran updates this afternoon. I don't know why it didn't update the system.
I tried to like check and like remake jury as we were playing, but there's no option to select Guardian or Commander either. So I don't know.
Weird. Okay. Yeah, I'll take a look at it. Because I need to get battle the battle cry stuff for my other games too. So all right, let's go here.
Not a big deal right now.
Okay.
We can focus on the variant of Jericho that I'm bringing into being.
Okay. Do you want to introduce this character right now? Is that
No.
it's sort of a sneak peek sample, or do you want to do it next week?
No, we'll do it next week for sure.
Oh, okay. Because I have it. Unless cooked up.
Unless you want me to. I mean, do you want
No. We'll introduce those characters next week. Okay. So the question then is, now, do you have any more questions for Jack then? Or I guess Madara the midwife, or James the cricket, or Angelique Lovelace. She's like, if we're having a open form of truth, I'll answer any questions I have to assuage your doubts. I want you to understand how important it is to me that we stop Raven.
If you have intel on the Reclaimers as well as the other Unmatched, that would be appreciated.
All right. What would you like to know?
Mostly, I would like to evaluate their combat abilities and how we may compare against them, and to develop countermeasures.
Okay. All right. Well, where do I start? Jericho Deathwish. Have you had a run-in with her yet? She's a flaming demi-lich, goes around in a robot suit of armor.
Likes to set up things on fire, fires out a big cannon, laughs maniacally, teabags people.
Sounds like you're familiar.
We recently
Her body is very powerful. She's
gonna compare it to your current level. Let's see. Her body alone would be a severe encounter for you. Her essence, the flaming skull, has access to all manner of spells and necromantic abilities, as well as the ability to shit pyronite and plant mines all over the battlefield and people. Is also a severe encounter. Together, at your current level of power, I'd say should be unbeatable. Grom the Bear was the softest of the reconcilers, and you ended him. That was the last Grom the Bear they had. So you have managed to weaken them a bit.
I hate to put things on a scale, but is this Jericho Death Wish, would she be considered the strongest of the Reclaimers? If Grom the Bear was the weakest, we've also encountered Vulture 13.
I would say the strongest in a one-on-one would be Jericho Deathwish, because she's kind of a 2-for-1. But I would say overall the strongest one is by the book. By the book is an axiomatic hound folk, a wizard that specializes in law magic. They're able to place edicts during a battle that, if you don't follow, destroy your mind. It's the complete opposite of a wild magic using Stack the Deck. I would say that by the book is, of the reconcilers, the most powerful. Her power ranking is definitely above Jericho Deathwish.
What
Right up there with her is Vulture 13, who I believe you've already faced in battle. Vulture 13 doesn't have any surprises other than the fact that they're absolutely insane with a rifle and that their entire body is a weapon. But there is one member of the Reconcilers you haven't met. Barnabas Jr. Or Barney, as he likes to be called. Claims he's the exclusive heir to a powerful planeswalking lich. He's a handsome little fella. Halfling bard. I don't normally fall for the foolish charms of men, but he do have a way about him. Guy seems to be good at everything he tries to do. Skilled in all things. Able to cast spells from all 4 disciplines. And when he's on the battlefield with his allies, they fight with a ferocity you've never seen before. Sorry. Correction. Barnabas Jr. Barney is actually named, and I double checked, Beckett Balnorn Benoit, or Beck for short.
Sorry for that quick lore correction. I knew I had updated it, but not in Foundry. I was going off the Foundry list. Additionally, Beckett Baelnor Benoit is known as Hell's Baker, because he creates alchemy in the form of baked goods, and they're unbelievably delicious.
That's so cool.
He is bound to the twin card. By the book is bound to the winged serpent. That of course represents law and order and goodness. Walter is bound, or sorry, Vulture 13 is bound to the crows. Grom to the bear, and Jericho to the survivor. Oh, also, apparently Walter 13, their body is made out of guns. And Lovelace says that one of, and Lovelace kind of like puts their hand on their gun, which some of you know is infested with the soul of her dead father. And she says, you gotta be careful. That Vulture 13, always on the lookout for sentient weapons. I swear, sometimes when I'm near him, I could hear voices calling out. I'm inside him. When she says that, Philomena turns and looks at you, Walter, like,
Yeah, he's looking at her as well. It's a possibility.
Lovelace says he tried to get his hands on this, and she shows off her sick-ass revolver, and she says, let's just say it only took one shot for him to change his mind.
Absent-mindedly, Walter just rubs his shoulder. Doesn't know why. This Walter was never shot in the shoulder with that gun, but another one was.
I know. Grom looks at that gun and remembers being unable to be shot by that gun.
Jericho looks at that guy and remembers being shot multiple times by that gun.
Oh, is that how they arrested you? Was they shot you so you couldn't move anymore?
Yeah. Listen, unfortunately, being chaotic evil has its downsides. Sometimes, you know.
Outlaw Walter was good, but Crash rolled a fucking nat 20 to bypass that shit.
Every time she tried to shoot Grom, she just couldn't do it. It was very cute.
I feel like it was a ring against me.
No one can hurt Grom. Not even Lovelace's gun.
Okay. Then she tells you, if you want to know about the unmatched.
Yep.
She basically says, you got Raven Nicoletta. The card that she is bound to is the Silent Hag. There's me, and the cards I was able to take. I'm apparently bound to the Lost. Ebrium, who is bound to the desert. The Shadow Fiends are Vexus, the Broken Maw.
Droxless. We're not giving him that cool nickname. He doesn't deserve it.
That was a cool name too.
I don't actually know which cards he's bound to. He keeps everything a secret. And I wouldn't trust anything he told me anyways. And then there's the Prince of Wolves, who's bound to the Cyclone. The Prince of Wolves is a powerful magic user, and his physical prowess is staggering. The Shadow Fiend is a expert at, Droxelos
is a master of teleportation magic, has the ability to pull shadow clones from other timelines. Sometimes those shadow clones aren't clones at all, or shadows. They're actual alternate versions that are bound in service to him. At least till the duration of their summon wears off, which is about a minute or so.
This group is quite familiar with that.
The problem is, sometimes the spell or the effect or whatever it is works so good that the original winds up wherever the replacement came from, and it don't come back. Ebrium is supercharged with magic. He's been feeding on ley lines. He's completely lost his mind. He's using the power of the cards to essentially make himself as strong as Nyx, or at least that's his goal. And Raven Nicoletta might be the most powerful occult spellcaster I've ever seen in my life. And I hunted hags. And that's all I got for you. Though if I could help with anything else, I will. I'll do anything to take her down. Anything.
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 Well, this should be a good start for now. Thank you for the information.
Alright. Jack says, now, I would counsel everybody, take some time for yourselves, rest, maybe get to know whoever Pharasma's given us to help out. I'll let you know when the gates are ready. And I guess we'll be getting on that train again. One last time.
All right. Well, I'm going to bed. I'll we'll deal with all this. We're like all rested up and stuff, right? Like, there's a lot to explore. And I actually need to go to bed. I gotta get up super
I know.
early.
That's
so
why.
I gotta
That's
go to
where we're.
sleep.
That's why we're ending the
Okay,
session.
I gotta go to sleep. But good night, everyone.
All right.
Bye.
Later.
All right. So we'll continue this next week. You guys have your player's guide now. Instruction manuals for your demiplane. You can budget 7 activities. Keep in mind some of the activities are only one person per week, and that in between each week you've got to actually go out and do shit to get another week unlocked. But I mean, a lot of possibilities, a lot of things you could be doing with that time. And in your homework assignment is to, bring a alt version or recover an old character that you would like to have reintroduced, knowing of course that they're going to have to interact with your current character and that the NPCs are going to have to interact with that alt version, so it could create some interesting dynamics within the party. Okay. Anyone got any announcements before we adjourn? All right.
Here.
Then we're done. Sorry that all of this session was like a tutorial, but the Harrow Court has a whole bunch, had a whole lot of mechanics and shit.
It warranted explaining.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna rewatch the session again and really try to sort it out.
Well,
the homework be like a little thing in the chat, so it's like something I could refer to.
yeah, I guess so. Let's see. I'll do at fate
Remember, next week, bring another version of your character, comma, it can be one of your dead characters, or a new one that you made up. Any race class combo, as long as it is your character. It doesn't make a lot of sense, but you know.
And
It
then
kinda
do we?
does.
And then what we do for exploration over?
Oh yeah, pick out your 7 days of downtime using the player's guide and the normal downtime rules.
Cool. And yeah, the player's guide is posted in.
Yeah, and you
general.
guys all leveled up, right? Because I told you guys you could level up last week.
Yeah.
So everybody leveled up. Okay, cool. So that means everybody's level
14.
Question.
what?
This is
14?
What? No.
What?
13.
13. Okay. So everybody should be level 13.
Yeah, there's
Alright.
13.
But
Oh,
this
okay.
This is an up to level 20 adventure, correct?
Yes.
7 more levels to go. Wow.
So
It will go a
But, like,
lot. It's gonna go a lot faster. It's gonna
that's
go a
kind of
lot
what I'm
faster.
saying. Like, we're gonna hit
Yeah.
more milestones in this space than we did. It's not gonna be so much you level up with a chapter.
Right.
Okay. All right. That's my last question. I gotta go to sleep. I'm so tired.
All right.
So tired.
All right. Go rest, everybody.
Alright,
Great
thanks for running.
segment. Excited for what's to come with this. This looks like a lot of fun.
Alright. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Catch you next time.
Mm.